Chapter 1, 6 strikes and you're out. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty. The rules of YouTube state, once you get 3 strikes, you're done. The whole channel is terminated, they delete the whole thing. And it just so happened that Mumkey. It just so happened that Mumkey got 6 strikes, 3 on each of his channels, all in the same day. Which seems a tad suspicious. So what were these strikes, and were they justified? Let's take a look at each and every one of them. Number 1, My Twisted World audiobook. Now in terms of false strikes, this one might be the most egregious of them all. This was a 10-hour audiobook of me reading Elliot Rodgers' manifesto. The same exact manifesto that was published in the New York Times and on ABC News. You know, because it's newsworthy. It's a document unique in the sense that it gives us the entire life story and thought processes of somebody who committed a massacre. It's valuable because it shows us how he thought, and we can use this knowledge to assist us in trying to prevent similar tragedies from happening in the future. But YouTube decided it was hate speech. It was just a word-for-word reading of a newsworthy document published all over the internet by prominent news sources due to its newsworthiness. But YouTube said it was hate speech. Now, if you were to search for an audiobook of, say, Mein Kampf, do you think you would find it on YouTube? The answer is yes! Yes, of course you would! So it seems that YouTube is under the impression that in the context of an audiobook, My Twisted World is hate speech. But Hitler's Mein Kampf is not hate speech. YouTube is literally telling us that Hitler's Mein Kampf is not hate speech. YouTube, clearly, in the context of an audiobook, documenting the real-life writings of a historical figure, my video was not hate speech. And I know you know that. On Twitter, we had a bunch of back and forths about my strikes. And for some reason, once I asked you how the audiobook was hate speech, you suddenly stopped replying. And when thousands of people retweeted me asking you about it, you somehow ignored all of them too. Why? Because you know damn well that strike is invalid, and you have no possible argument to support the takedown. So you just ignore it like a giant pussy. Take away the strike and give me back my channel. Number 2, Elliot Rodgers' Epilogue, a guide to fixing a twisted world. This next one is a comedy video I made to satirically point out the logical fallacies and insane ramblings of Elliot Rodgers' manifesto. At the end of My Twisted World, Elliot details how his ideal world would look. In it, men and women would be separated. Women would be placed in concentration camps, and men would have no idea they exist. Therefore, Elliot argues, without the presence of women, men would never feel sexual desires, nor would they ever feel the pain of rejection that he felt since there are no women around to reject them. It's obviously completely fucking retarded, which is why I made a video making fun of it. I would read a section of his text, and then I would sarcastically agree with him while pointing out the inherent flaws in his writing. Here are some examples from the video.
If a man grows up without knowing of the existence of women, there will be no desire for sex. Sexuality will completely cease to exist. Love will cease to exist. There will no longer be any imprint of such concepts in the human psyche. It is the only way to purify the world. This is perfectly logical reasoning. As scientists have proved time and time again, human sexuality isn't a naturally occurring evolutionary trait. Men only want to have sex because of the presence of females. If women aren't around, then men will literally never feel the desire for sex, and they'll definitely never feel love. Some might argue that in this scenario there would be a huge boom in homosexual relationships, but we're just gonna have to trust Elliot's judgment on this one since we can't ask him for clarification. We owe it to Saint Elliot Rodger to make sure his dream world becomes a reality. We cannot allow his death to be in vain. If we come together, we can untwist this twisted world. Or we can just play World of Warcraft in our bedroom for 14 hours a day and wonder, I wonder why I don't have a girlfriend.
Again, YouTube decided this was hate speech. It's literally a video mocking hate speech. The video has a strong and obvious anti-hate speech message. I'm using satire to mock and belittle the hate speech of an infamous figure. But YouTube decided on my behalf that I am endorsing his hate speech instead. YouTube, take away the strike and give me back the channel. Number 3, Elliot Rodger the Movie, official trailer. Now this one is just goofy. Me and my friends made a 1-minute parody trailer for Elliot Rodger the Movie. Before he died, Elliot Rodger uploaded a number of embarrassing, cringy videos of himself driving his car and dancing and a bunch of other goofy shit. So we made a fake movie trailer showing this footage and making fun of him. Why did YouTube give this video a strike? It wasn't for hate speech this time around. It was for showing graphic and violent imagery. To be clear, the video is footage of Elliot Rodger dancing in his car for a full minute. There is no blood, there is no gore. It's a full minute of a cringe lord spurging out in his car. The video would be given a PG rating at worst. There was nothing resembling violent or graphic imagery. This is another clear example that they just wanted to give me 6 strikes in one day, even if the strikes didn't make any sense. Take away the strike and give me back my channel. Number 4. Will Monkey become a Elliot? With each of these strikes, YouTube is outdoing itself with how bullshit it can be. This was a video on my second channel where I was taking an online quiz called Are You a School Shooter? It's just me taking a quiz and answering the questions honestly. The quiz included questions like, do you have a fascination with firearms? And do you ever exhibit aggressive behavior for minor reasons? And do you ever make threats of violence? It's a stupid fucking quiz, and I took it as a joke.
Are you a school shooter? Do this quiz to find out whether you are a suitable school shooter or not. Laugh my ass off, tongue face, based on the Sandy Hook's guide. Made by ASASDSDWW. Do you ever harm yourself? No, pathetic. I mean, I have reason to do so, but I don't do it. There was the option for that. I guess I'll have to go with no by default because I don't do it. Do you ever feel extreme feelings of isolation or social withdrawal? Not at all. Yes, I feel very lonely sometimes, but I still have friends. Well, it's not gonna be that one. I don't really have any friends IRL except for Sheepover, so I guess the plural makes that one not work. I mean, I do feel lonely, but it's something that I don't really... It doesn't bother me as much as it used to, just because I do live with a person now. Oh! What does this mean? Oh, you're kinda school shooty, but not 100%! You're kind of fucked in the head, but not entirely, so you can still function as a normal human being. Wow. This poor fucking guy. Does he have any idea that his image of him in a fedora is being used as the "you're almost a school shooter" result?
Now let's play a game. What strike do you think they put on the video? Yeah, it's a little different now, isn't it? When you have to come up with what the strike would be. This would actually make a really fun party game. We could call it Deplatforming Squad. Just watch any random YouTube video and come up with a bullshit reason to give it a strike. As you can tell, YouTube mods are really, really good at this game. Because this video was taken down for encouraging and promoting violent acts. What? At no point in the video do I even jokingly suggest that anybody should carry out any violent actions whatsoever. I'm answering questions asking me if I'm violent. And the answers are no! This strike is just fucking bizarre and obviously, objectively false. Take away the strike and give me back the channel. Number 5, Elliot.amv. Now here's one that makes me really upset. Elliot.amv was a test video I uploaded to my channel on private to see how it would look. It had 0 views on it, but according to YouTube, it was flagged for review. Flagged by fucking who? Literally nobody saw it! That's evidence that YouTube has been lying to me and about me this whole fucking time. So, what was the video and what was the strike? In mid-2018, I decided I was done making videos about Elliot Rodger. So I made one final video discussing my final thoughts. And I wanted to end that final video with a music video about my relationship with Elliot Rodger content and how it was time to say goodbye. The music video, like all my other work, was making fun of Elliot Rodger. It mocked him for his obsession with the lottery. It made fun of him for being a virgin. And at the end, I cruelly reject him just like all women did. It's a goofy little music video making fun of a killer.
I can still recall all the good times that we had. Back in Isla Vista, you were my virgin, I was your Chad. You loved lottery tickets, and I loved your classy style. You were my best friend, my supreme gentleman. Goodbye, Elliot.
And again, YouTube thought this was encouraging violence. This must be the strike they hand out when they have no idea how to take a video down. Somehow, me making fun of a killer, in YouTube's opinion, is the same as endorsing and promoting his violent acts. I mean, even if you're completely fucking retarded, according to the narrative of the video, without even knowing the context behind it, I reject and abandon Elliot Rodger at the end. How the fuck is that an endorsement? Do you retards reject the people you agree with? Is that why you deleted my channels? Because you agreed with them? You fucking idiots! But really, I don't think any of that matters, because it's so clear that YouTube is willing to lie. This video was set to private and had 0 views, but they claimed it was flagged for review, even though nobody saw it. We're 5 for 5 now on false strikes. Take away the strike and give me back the channel. Number 6. Asterios enjoys whiff of little boy juice. Now this one is just a fucking joke. It's a video of my friend Asterios smelling a disgusting novelty Japanese perfume that is supposed to smell like a guy's asshole. And it makes him sick, and he runs out of the room to vomit. YouTube decided that this video was sexual content. I guess because we kept saying the perfume smelled like a boy's asshole. But the video contains no nudity, no humping, nothing sexual at all. Other than the words, "This perfume smells like a boy's asshole." So if you can get a strike for even mentioning a sexual thing, well, fuck. Game Grumps, I guess you had a good run, but there are literally hundreds of episodes where you talk about your dicks and wanting to fuck each other and all that jazz. YouTube, come on! It's a video of a guy smelling a funny perfume. You know the strike is unfair. I know it. Everybody watching at home knows it. Take away the strike and give me back the channel.